From the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development, this is Tennessee Workforce Weekly. Here now is Chris Cannon.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this edition of Tennessee Workforce Weekly. Veterans do a tremendous job as they serve our country, and they have specific roles that they are trained in military service. But sometimes making that transition to civilian life is a difficult one. For many years, the Department of Labor and Workforce Development held Paychecks for Patriots. It's a hiring event. Now, this event was geared to specifically help veterans and their families find meaningful employment here in Tennessee. But veterans don't need to wait for a special event. The state offers a long list of services to veterans each business day. Myron Parks is a veteran career specialist at the American Job Center in Nashville. And Myron, how important is it to take that first step just to get into a job center?
It's very important because once they get into the job center, there's a team effort there. We have a disabled veterans outreach program specialist who works specifically with that veteran to kind of get an idea and assess where they're at as far as being viable for employment. We target things such as being disabled, economically or educationally disadvantaged, all types of barriers to employment, homelessness, and once we assess and figure out how to build those areas up to make them job ready, I work as a local veterans employment representative, work with employers, go out and find out what positions that they have available. We can set up on-the-job training, apprenticeship programs, and so I work out with the employers, and then the Disabled Veterans Outreach Specialist works with the actual veteran.
So you're out there, you're selling this veteran who has gone through the program and is ready to get out there in the workforce, and then you go sell them to the actual employers to say, hey, this person needs a job, this is the skills, these are the skills they have, here you go. Exactly,
and the thing about veterans is that most or all the veterans that get out come out with a specific skill set, whether
Sure.
they were a vehicle mechanic in the Army or military service, or whether they were military police. So some of these veterans come in with specific skill sets already trained. They just need help getting to a spot that they're viable.
Making that transition to what they were doing in military life to what that would equal in civilian life, and that's something you can walk them through and prepare them for.
Exactly. And the American Job Center is an excellent place to do that, not only for the specific services that me and my counterpart provide, but for the overall comprehensive view for the veteran.
When you're out there talking to the business community and to the different employees, what is the reception to hiring a veteran? Is it an easy sell? Is it something you have to convince them of?
It's a very easy sell. I think the hardest part is a lot of the veterans that we happen to work with have significant barriers to employment. Once getting them in a spot where they're better suited for employment, I can even take resumes with me that we've created and constructed there at the Job Center to take and show employers so that they know what type of individual they're getting. And sometimes it's as simple as that. The veteran can skip a significant portion of the process just from my relationship with
Sure.
The employers I work with.
It's like having an agent almost. They're in there selling you.
Exactly.
That's interesting. And other services that the veteran services are important, but there's a lot more once you dig down that you can offer to the veteran to help them get things on track and get employment.
Sure, and that's part of the assessment process once the veteran comes into the Job Center. We have everything from the SNAP program. We have workshops that work on resume writing, Dress for Success. We have adult education programs. Assistance with transportation. So the American Job Center is the hub. So the most important part for the veteran would be to come into the Job Center. So I really appreciate you having me here because it kind of gets the word out.
It is, and they're great services. It's all free of charge, and it's there specifically for the veterans who have served our country, and it really is a great service. Myron, thank you very much. We appreciate you coming in today. And thank you for joining us for this edition of Tennessee Workforce Weekly. I'm Chris Cannon. From all of us at the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development, we'll see you next week, online and on demand.